Hey, what's up guys, this is your boy Taurus Wrangler here, and as you can see, I have a new issue of Jet, which actually I bought about a week ago, once again off of eBay. And if you look at the date, April 28th, 1997, this magazine is now 15 years old. It was released today, 15 years ago. Well, technically more like 15 years and 1 week ago, because you do know that they release their issues a week in advance. So let's get to reading or exploring or whatever. Now, oh, I like this ad with Michael Jordan. Yep, Michael Jordan advertising Gatorade. That's back when ads were cool. There's another one that I'll show you in a second, and of course y'all know what happened to Derrick Rose, who people would predict would become the next Michael Jordan. You know, he had the ankle injury and he's going to be out for the rest of the season. I haven't watched any of the Bulls games as of late, but I've heard on Facebook and whatnot. Oh, Lloyd Fig Newton receives a 4th star. Never heard of that guy, but that's good though. 4th star. There's Colin Powell and Bill Clinton. Something about volunteerism, and Powell's gonna be in charge of it, something like that. Detroit's Historical Museum of African American History. I might want to Google that, look it up. Riot. Never heard of this movie. Well, actually no, I don't think it's a movie, but or is it? Well, it might be a mini-series, but once again you can look it up. Okay. Oh, and the thing I like about this magazine is that it's brand. Okay, well, first of all, another ad for Coke. Some more cool stuff. But what I was gonna say is that I like how this book, even though it's 15 years old, it's in very good condition. It's like the thing's like brand new, pretty much. I guess it was, you know, preserved well. It was preserved very, very well. Army, be all you can be. It's funny, why don't I see any commercials like this, like that on TV anymore, where they shout, be all you can be? Newspapers won't make minority go. Oh, wow, that sucks ass.
He said he's really not into that type of merchandise, but if I come across any checks or credit cards, he would be interested in that type of merchandise. Did you know?
Damn, a black woman was killed by white Charlotte, North Carolina police officers in 6 months.
After your whole conversation with the detective, what did you think he would do if you brought him checks?
Oh, that's bad.
If you hadn't met detective,
okay, this is even worse. A man who knew he had AIDS virus infected at least 12 women before he was killed.
Thank you. Kunkel must now face off against the prosecutor.
And the first thing that you asked detective,
this is a crazy story. This guy knew he had AIDS and he infected about a dozen women minimum.
So you wondered if they were caught?
Yes, I did.
And then he was killed. Because, you know, I've heard about stuff like this. This is crazy.
I wasn't trying to get wrapped up in anything.
It is.
Because, like I said, like I was telling Jerry earlier, where I'm from,
okay, moving on. Because, I mean, I don't know why people choose to do that, but they do, unfortunately.
is what I'm saying.
Like, you know, like, especially when, you know, men, particularly black men, are on the down low, they, first they are gay and shit, and then they act like they're not, and they got HIV, and they spread it to women. That's just terrible. Here's a ad for Downy where it's made with nothing but feathers. Looks really nice. Once again, it's very, not just nice, but unique as well.
If the officer urged or induced him, which he did.
Okay.
Unless Cecil was predisposed to commit this crime already, we must find him not guilty. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you follow the law. I ask that you find Cecil not guilty. All right, thank you, Mr. Brody.
With the jury convened, all that's left for Kunkel is the waiting.
Schools around the nation are becoming more separate and unequal.
Coming up, officers get a break, and the missing armory king mystery.
This says Illinois is the most segregated state in the country.
If you made a list of countries,
damn, I thought the South was bad, but now you're claiming Illinois is almost there.
the United States would be on that list.
That's crazy. That's
in 25th place.
that don't even seem right.
Let's raise academic.
But what would I know? I was only in 4th grade. I mean, I was only in, like, near the end of 4th grade by this time, around this time. So, what do I know? What would I know about that? Now, basically, what this story is talking about is, a black beauty queen, the first black beauty queen in Oxford, Mississippi. Well, you just look at it yourself. It says that the pageant officials realized that Wells is actually the winner and they gave her a crown. But what happened was that when both women tied in the overall competition, Miss America pageant ruled. I'm sorry, no. When both women tied in the overall competition, the rules which govern preliminary contests say that when a tie occurs, the person who scores highest in talent wins the overall title. However, there was a 5-way tie in talent that included both Crowson and Wells. And that's, I didn't get Crowson's first name, but whatever. Okay. Wells, by the way, is the winner. And Crowson was named the talent winner when the highest and lowest scores, which are normally dropped, were factored into the score. Okay, so it was basically a tie between several contestants. Yeah. Worst American cities for pedestrian safety. Just look at this list. And it looks like the numbers are out of order. Why aren't I don't get it. Why aren't the higher numbers at the top? Whatever.
Using it, I could tell a difference on just the evenness of my skin tone and
okay. We got to add for some makeup and the marriage section. 39th annual Ebony Fashion Fair. Yeah, back when they did fashion fairs. Because I was so used to looking at these EFF advertisements. It's a damn shame they stopped doing that. Oh, look at this. Martin ended after 5 seasons. And he says it was basically because he wanted to engage in his film career a little more. Or just go on, engage in his film career. So that show ended like just days, I mean about 2 weeks after this issue was released on May 1st. But what I heard was that Martin start acting crazy, and Gina Tisha Campbell had to stay away from him.
But give it 6 months, it'll happen again, and we'll go to
No.
Tennessee.
That's crazy too.
Case closed.
Nothing special here.
In a nearby courtroom, Cecil Kunkel's case is still open,
In vogue
but not for long.
to become trio. Dawn Robinson officially leaves the group.
15 to 61 years in prison for selling stolen checks to an undercover officer.
Alright. I still like him though.
Your position that you think that you're hopelessly deadlocked, you don't think any further deliberations will help you reach the state.
Oh, look at that. There's Lisa Left Eye. You know, the girl that died 10 years ago? It was 10 years ago this week, actually. But this was,
To reach a verdict,
on her
will be tried again.
fiance's birthday. Her fiance at the time, Andre Rice.
You know what? We're getting ready to go for round 2. I guess it was a deadlock, so you're ready to go again.
Health section. Older women can live longer by taking hormones, blah blah blah. Fish reduce heart attack risk for men. Yeah, that's good. It's Robin Givens. Right there. Oh, there's a Beauty of the Week section coming up. Oh, look at that. This is pretty much the reason I bought this issue, because of that. Oh, look at that. That has got to be the sexiest swimsuit I have ever laid eyes on. Ever.
I'm in here for them sick.
And she has
But a retrial
really beautifully developed. She has a really beautifully developed rack too. But look at her though.
Kunkel will soon walk out of
She looks like she's 40 years old.
and before he leaves,
Jeez, but she's not too bad though. Especially with that really appealing, visually appealing swimsuit. And her name's Robin Robinson. Hey, what do you know? For those of you who don't live in the Chicago area, there is a news reporter on Fox News. Her name is also Robin Robinson. She's been on there for years. More photos as Babyface and
I feel I'm a caring person, a loving person.
Tim and Daphne Maxwell Reed and her daughter Tori.
Gender, whatever.
Now,
But if you cross that line, then
sports
it is what it is.
sports
Man. I
section.
can take days, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse
I'm
me.
not here to change people's feelings, you know what I'm saying? Either you like me or you don't. You know what I mean? If you don't like me, tell me. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's mansion in Connecticut. Nothing special.
I hit it with razor tonight there.
The Bulls signed Brian Williams for the rest of the season. I've never heard of a Brian Williams. But it says that he's related to a member of the Platters
Josh Plank predicts the good time.
who died at one point. His name was Tony, by the way.
I'm happy that he's out, but I'm pissed that they let him pass out.
Oh, Tiger Woods. Okay.
That gives me hope, though, because
And strangely enough, this is like the only section in this book that's in color. Because it didn't... Jet magazines weren't published in all color until the turn of the millennium. And I'm almost getting tired, so I'm gonna hurry up. And my limit is almost up too. I'm just showing you some pictures right quick. That's a pretty lengthy section. Okay, well, there we go.
Subject matter. Viewer discretion is
Oh,
advised.
cool. That's awesome. First jazz musician to win the Pulitzer Prize. And not only am I starting to get tired and my neck's hurting, but
A gang member.
this camera's out my hand. Anyway, the top 20 for April 28th. Does anybody remember these songs? In My Bed by Drew Hill, For You I Will by Monica, Get It Together by 702,
Dangerous woman. Form a notorious
On and On by Erykah Badu, and love that song. I'll Be by Foxy Brown. And, oops, too close. And I hope you can see the rest of these, even though it is blurry. And that's just about it. So we end with an advertisement for Zest soap, and this is Taurus Wrangler, and I hope you enjoyed this. And until we meet again, good day, people.